So it has changed the entire dynamics of warfare, and therefore both the sides would continue to utilize this newfound warfare. This has now almost become doctrine of every military, that you will utilize this even along with manned aircraft. You will have now the UAVs which are working alongside like a typical formation of the past. So you would have the UAVs which are doing the role which are the other earlier the fighter aircrafts are doing in coordination with the command fighter aircraft. So
Absolutely.
it has changed the dynamics of warfare in a big way, and it is here to stay.
Right. I also want to understand, sir, there is a small distinction between loitering munition, which are these cheaper, smaller drones, which pretty much are pre-programmed and they are just supposed to come and never go back, to the base. But then there is also more sophisticated drones that we are seeing in warfare, especially the kind that we saw being shot down over Khasa Can, which was carrying maybe a total payload of not more than 10 kgs. But then some time back, you were also mentioning that we have bigger drones in warfare now, which can carry in excess of 200 kgs worth of payload. So just help us, help our viewers understand briefly, sir, what are the various kind of drones being used in warfare today, and how are these loitering munition, pretty much a pain in the neck because they're so cheap and there's nothing to gain by, by sending them off.
Okay, first let me come to the loitering munitions.
Yeah.
Uh, and put that misconception that it is not necessarily the cheap drones that are the
Okay.
loitering. So the cheap drones also could be loitering because it's all about technology. After all, you can make that drone hover around. Loitering is basically that you are making that drone hover around till it finds its target and thereafter go. So it could be man controlled, and it could also be programmed in advance. So
Understood.
the kind that we have used against Pakistan, against their air defense systems, and when we have reportedly brought down their almost 7 systems, and next day the air defense radars, those are highly sophisticated drone systems, which are loitering munition, the category of Harop, which is now indigenously being made, and the Harpy kind of the thing. So these are the loitering munitions, which are a combination of a drone and a missile. It's got a huge payload. It's got its own navigation system. It's pre-fed target designates. Also, it has its own sensors. So it is a quite complicated machine by itself, which can be launched, and then it hovers around the target area, particularly in case it is wanting to target, say, the AD missile battery or the AD radars. Then it would wait for that radar to actually start emitting its signal. And the moment it picks up its signal, it goes and crashes itself into that system. And that's
Right.
how probably what we have done is the HQ-9 attack in Lahore.
Yeah.
And also which PIB gave us that
Right.
next day radar was used. But loitering munition could also be the smaller drones which could be controlled in a line of sight distance, and then they have the camera fitted, which will see the signal, receive the signal, and the person who's controlling the drone can take it to the appropriate target and just release it for crashing onto that.
Right.
So there are the huge capabilities and possibilities as far as the drone and UAV warfare are concerned. There are
Just for
UCAVs which can
better,
carry.
right, sir. Just for better understanding, sir, the loitering drones are drones which will acquire the target and eventually they will go and crash within the target, and hence they are the kamikaze drones. So these drones never go back to the base. Is that right, sir?
Absolutely, they are meant to crash into the. So that's a funny part that I would want to see here is when the defense minister of Pakistan said that we did not want, we got around 25 drones, and we did not want to kill all of them because we did not want to reveal our positions. This is precisely what he has said. but not realizing that these drones can wait there for as long as about 8 to 9 hours. So there would be time when those particular weapon system would open up, or and the moment it opens up and emits that radar signal, it's this the drone is going to crash into those. Similarly, the other drones that I'm talking about, so those drones were never meant to come back. Once launched, they would either
They
if
cannot be reused. They're expendable. Go into enemy territory. If you acquire a target, go crash into it. That's game over. If enemy gets you, that's just bad luck. As compared to the other drones, which are the higher payload, the heavier payload, which can be reused, right? And these are the drones that go in, they deploy the ammunition, cause an explosion, and have a greater chance of turning back and returning home. Is that right, sir?
there are UAVs which are carrying air to surface missiles. They are carrying munitions which can be launched and they can be recovered. I mean, both sides have these kind of drones as well. I don't want to reveal the
Of
capabilities
course.
here, but
Of course.
know that we have drones and they have drones which can go longer distances, release their weapon load, and recover back to this. So the Murid that I was talking to you about, it is very important why Murid was attacked
Yeah.
today morning. Because it's a place where most of these UCAV or UAVs, we call it unmanned combat aerial vehicles or
Yeah.
unmanned aerial vehicles,
Yeah.
depending on what they have. So that is where almost there are three squadrons which are housed in Murid.